my channel. I'm still wearing the same results. Okay, so we're on healing the gut. This question, it's not really a question, but anyways, I was looking at one of my past clients' testimonials, and I was changing my sales page and whatnot and getting some stuff up on my Instagram. And she said something in her comment, which was, I'm so glad I didn't believe the people that told me I needed a 6-month program to be able to get rid of these symptoms. And she completely healed everything in less than 2 months, right? And that's a very normal time frame. And for some people, it's even less. And you'll see this if you look at my testimonials on my Trust Your Gut page on my website, which is linked below. But it's literally crazy. I need to explain this to you guys about how fast your body responds and can heal things, and why you don't need to. So there's a practical and a metaphysical way or spiritual way of seeing this, and I want you to get it so that you don't feel like you're very far away from what you want right now, okay? Okay, so you guys know that I work a lot with healing the gut. I used to be a dietitian and work with food sensitivities and all the testing stuff and like the elimination diets and whatever. So when I did that, the program that I worked with was it was like you worked in phases, where the first phase was like for 3 months, and then there was foods. So you would basically get a test, and then it would show you like these foods are non-reactive, meaning you can put them in pretty much right away, but in an order. Then there were moderately reactive, which meant, they said, that you needed to keep them out of your body for 6 months. And then there were some that were high reactive. They were red, and there typically were only like 1, 2, 3, maybe 4. And those you should eliminate for a year. But like the thing was, nobody ever worked with me for a year, and I don't know what they did. And also that was like just a wrong perspective. It wasn't coming from what we know now. Okay. So it doesn't take long to heal the gut, and I'm going to explain this. And I want you to know this, because sometimes when we have to take action with our bodies, and it feels like hard in some ways because it's different, and while it's not a hard long-term elimination diet by any means, the first 2 weeks you are eating differently probably than you are now. Well, I know you are. And just sometimes the idea of like going into a program or even a protocol, even if it's only 6 weeks, which I prefer to say it's 47 days, then it seems like days, only so many days, you know, I can do that. But trust me, like you're going to be eating like way more than you think, sooner than you think. But it's because the body responds so quickly. And I want to explain this to you in a few different ways and aspects. Okay, so I used to have this webinar. I don't know. At one point, I spoke at Wanderlust in Lake Tahoe and this place in West Virginia, which I cared to never go again. It was so far away. And I had to like drive through the mountains to get there, and I was massively car sick. But they had me come out as like a gut expert. They found my website. It was like meant to be somehow. I got to speak at Wanderlust, like where Gabby Bernstein spoke, and not in the same way, and not as many people came to my talk yet. But anyways, I got to talk about healing the gut, right? It's my thing. And I had this like video, like webinar that I kind of referred to, where there was these photos from a book, one of the very first books that I read and started to learn and understand the truth about how the body works. And it was from this guy named Dr. Bernard Jensen, who was a chiropractor out in California. And he was just showing photos of like the inner workings of the gut, of not just the gut, but like the entire digestive process. So there were snapshots of like when someone started to consume food, and then how it moved through the body, how it moved into the mouth, the esophagus, the stomach, the intestine, the large intestine, and then it should be eliminated if it's a healthy bowel system. And it was like time too, like this many hours after lunch, it's here, and then like by the time you get to the next morning, when you wake up, you should be ready for a bowel movement or whatever. It like literally showed like dark colors of the different parts of the food in the body as it moved through, right? So why does this matter? Because you have to see that, sometimes I say this in my videos, the body is instantly responding to everything you get it. So like right now, I'm not eating anything, but I have like my big jar of water, and it has a little bit of lemon left in it, or not that much, but there's some. But I'm breathing, so I'm consuming air, so the quality of my air is mattering. I'm thinking about this stuff. I'm pretty passionate about it, right? So my energy at a certain level is higher or like expansive, right? Like you can even see me like coming towards the camera because like I really care about this, and I care about the message, and I care that you get it. So that my body has all these things that it's responding to, like my energy, my vibe, my mood, my thoughts, the water, the lemon. So it's instant. So when you put in a cheeseburger, your body instantly has to take care of that cheeseburger. It has to produce digestive enzymes to break down protein and carbs. It has to figure out what to do with the cheese, especially if it's dairy, right? It's a combination food, so you're gonna have to like have some delayed digestion because you have a carb and a animal protein together. So there's all these things. It's instantly having to deal with whatever you put in or give it or consume or expose to or think or feel. So there's all these inputs and entries all the time. So imagine then, if you have been watching my videos or not, but understand this. Some foods, some ingredients, some foods that you think are foods are triggering you, meaning they're creating inflammation, meaning they're feeding a pathogen, or they're making digestive speed slow or sluggish, or they're creating like they're triggering like the lining of the gut. You're feeling irritated or pain in that way, whether it's outright or not, and stuff is happening, okay? Now, my approach is truly simple. Take away all that stuff. By default, the body has to have reprieve and relief. You're not putting anything in that's difficult, irritating, harmful, hard to break down, feeding pathogens. It's going to work better by default without you putting anything new in. Now, start putting something new in, and put in the stuff that only works. Only put in stuff that works. Only put in stuff that soothes. Only put in stuff that is easy to break down, that is loving to the body, that is on purpose to the body, that is kind to the body, that your body's like, oh my gosh, I love this. I love that you're giving me this. I can cleanse, I can heal, I can purge, I can soothe, I can absorb better. I can do it now. Imagine that. Nothing triggering and only goodness coming in. Pure positive energy foods. That's why I call them that. What's going to happen is your body is very quickly going to go in the direction that you want. It has to. This is how it works. There's nothing harming it coming in. There's only things that help it coming in. It already knows what to do. It's already doing it. It's just not able to catch up quite yet. It's going to work, and it's going to work so quickly because it receives everything instantly, and it moves things through within seconds, minutes to hours, right? Have you watched any of my videos about fruit and melon and healing the gut? Fruit digests in about 20 minutes, you guys. 20 minutes. 20 minutes to you to like go get an apple, an orange, a pear, a smoothie, put it in. It's going to come down, soothe, calm, cool, replenish, nourish, and help your body heal itself. And then 20 minutes later, done. That went all the way through practically, okay? And there isn't much it needs to get rid of from fruit. And think about how less even there is to get rid of or eliminate from green juices. you know, or smoothies that are also mechanically blended. You're helping the digestive system break stuff down. It's so simple. It's so simple. So people think, oh my gosh, it's going to take forever. I've been bloated forever. I've been bloated for months, years. I've had IBS since I was a kid. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. All that matters is right now, this is it. We go forward. We stop irritating. We put in the good. We go forward. We start working, and then it adds up and it adds up. The more the body can clean itself out, clear itself out, it's going to quicken and become more efficient. It's going to keep soothing and soothing. Like the stuff that takes the longest is mostly like the repair of the internal lining, but the villi come back, right? We know this because there's people that have had gluten sensitivities, which again, remember, I can't remember if I have a video about this yet or not, but gluten sensitivity, it's not the gluten that's the problem. You're sensitive because of the pathogen in your body that's eating the gluten and causing a reaction. I eat gluten sometimes. If you saw my Instagram story last night, I was in the bathtub, and one of my friends posted that one of those sticker things that's like, that you click on it and then, this is very technical, right? And then it's like, post this, like whether it's a picture of a sunset or your partner or your child, it was like the top 6 emojis you use don't lie. And mine, I put it on here. Let me see if I can find it for you guys. Oh my gosh. Oops. I have this new phone and oh, here it is. Okay. Can you see? How do I do this? There's my feet in the bathtub. It's that thing. No cheating. So white heart, because I don't like red, and then a laughing face because I like to be funny. I'm kind of sarcastic. Sparkle, twinkle, which is like universe, power, metaphysical, magic. Sourdough bread, plants always, and sauna because I like go to my sauna all the time, and I'm gonna go after this. Literally, sourdough bread, which has less gluten, but it still has gluten. So why am I telling you this? Because the body repairs itself. It responds so quickly. I can't tell you how many clients that I've had for digestive issues, bloating, and they're like, oh my gosh, it's been 5 days. I feel amazing. So my client Genevieve was the one that posted this, and I will read it. I have 2 things I want to show you for testimonials. I'll just have to do another testimonials video. Okay. Okay. Jody is a godsend. I'm so glad I didn't listen to the people who told me I needed to do a 6-month program. Jody helped me heal in less than 2 months, and that fucking priceless. Also, she didn't ask me to write this. I did because I'm obsessed and fucking happy, and she likes to say fuck, which is fine with me. So, like, I remember when I talked to her on the phone, and she was thinking, well, don't I need, you know, like this more technical thing? And you don't, because everyone's body works the same ways, and food always works, right? And the body's going to heal itself. So it's not really that different person to person, although there's nuances, you know? So I just want you to see, like, it immediately moves through, and it doesn't take time. It takes like hours. It takes minutes, hours, days, and then it adds up and it adds up. So if you've cleared that out, of course it's going to work right away. And so then my other one I wanted to show you about speed was Lucy. She came to me because of SIBO, which is small intestinal bacterial overgrowth. I have a video about that. I can link for you guys. And I think she found that video, and that's when she hired me. And she said, I literally feel amazing this week. I'm certain the SIBO has already gone in 1 week. Like days. This is like days. SIBO. People like deal with this for a long time, and they're like, oh my God, I need FODMAPs or something. No, you don't. And don't you dare omit a nightshade. My friend tested me using kinesiology and confirmed she can't find it. And I certainly feel like my gut is in the best shape it's been in ages. My energy levels are also rocketing up and feel fab too, and my mood is great. Friends have been commenting I look a lot brighter. A couple weeks ago, I looked apparently ill and tired. Funny face. So then I wrote, seriously, you guys, there are no rules and no time limits for healing. Your body is ready now. Are you ready to help it line up with the healing and no bloating and the body that you want because it's waiting for you, right? It's you. We're the ones that put the inputs in. The body's always working. Always working. We have to make the changes. So it's not a long, drawn-out process. When you are smart about it, when you understand it, when you can see what you need, bloating cannot exist with the gut working well. The gut works well when it has energy to break food down. It has energy to break food down when you give it easy to digest foods that are on purpose, heal, calm, cleanse, and nourish. You cannot be bloated like that unless the only way would be if you walk around doing my beautiful gut healing protocol saying like this doesn't work. I'm so bloated. I'm so bloated. I'm so bloated. I'm so bloated. La 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 la. Then I'd ask you, why do you want to be bloated? Because it's not about the food, but this is about the food. So here's the spiritual component, spiritual aspect, the metaphysical part. You don't have to fix this body. You don't have to drag your body with a rancid gut or bloating or like gut diagnosis even. You don't have to drag that along and fix it. You don't have to fix your body. What am I talking about? At any given moment, you are in an identity. A state, right? If we know Neville Goddard. So your state is I am healthy or like I have bloating. Like people that come to me in this capacity are like, well, I have like skin reactions or I have chronic bloating or I have gut issues. Like you would say that I have this, I am this, I have this diagnosis. That's an identity, you guys. That's a state of being. You've identified yourself with that feeling, with those symptoms. So you are not going to be this person. You are going to be a different version of you where you're like, oh, I know how this works. I'm doing things that matter. I'm helping my body. I trust my body. I'm trusting that this is working. I'm understanding this. I'm putting in the right inputs. Of course this is going to work. I can feel better even today. And that's what my clients do. You feel better right away, right? Right away. If you're not negating your momentum, you're going to start feeling better very, 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 very quickly. So to take this one a little bit further, to finish it out, it's your body will express itself as I am healthy, my digestive system works, I've got this, I understand, of course this works, my body is cleansing, my body is cooling, my body is healing, I'm feeling better and better. And then your body is new. You're creating a new body. That's again why it can happen fast, because you don't take this and like you don't like go inside and like try to repair stuff, right? No, it's done for you. And the faster you jump into this, and this is why I think this method works so well for people, is like I've explained it so deeply that you're like, okay, well, that makes sense. I'm going to do that because that makes sense and I want to be better. And if you have something to believe in that aligns with who you are, like I want to be healthy, I want to eat real food, I want this to be my lifestyle, of course it's going to work. You believe it. Like I'm not making this up, right? I live by this stuff every day. I still eat like this because it feels so good, because it is the best, because it works, you know? It does. So I hope this video helped you. If you're interested in working with me in my gut healing protocol, it's below. You can go to my website. It's called Trust Your Gut, and there's a DIY option. You can jump in today. You can do it yourself. You can start moving through the first phase, which is 2 weeks. Then there's another 2 weeks and another 2 weeks. There's an option to have me coach you the whole time alongside it in Voxer. So just depends like what you feel you need or want, okay? So that's it. I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.